Welcome along to another opposition preview, and Southampton host Newcastle United Sunday afternoon after that snooze fest of an international break. Well, England at least. So today to give us a lowdown on the Magpies even, Lee from Newcastle Fans TV. Lee, thanks for joining us, mate. How you doing?
I'm not bad, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. I'm really looking forward to Premier League football again.
I know, it's going to be good, isn't it?
Let's get straight to it then. Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock kickoff. Maybe not ideal for the travelling Toon Army, but it's been a fair return of points for you so far. 7 games in, 10 points. You've got to be satisfied with that, surely.
Yeah, I think if you start the season, if you said that Newcastle was sitting in 9th in the Premier League with the squad that we've got, because let's be honest, it's not the greatest squad that Rafa's got, but if you're sitting in 9th, you can't really complain. You've played Spurs and Liverpool already. 90% of Geordies would have snapped your arm off with that as well, wouldn't you?
And some of the bookies suggest that Saints, it's going to be a sure home win. Now, we've got a fairly decent record against you guys recently in recent years since we've all come back up to the Premier League. But how do you think Rafa will approach the game on Sunday?
Yeah, you're right about the record. We've been shocking down St Mary's and even the Dell back in the day when Matt Letizia was scoring wonder goals past to left, right and centre. I think we'll set up very compact. I don't think it's going to be pretty. It probably has 0-0 written all over this because you guys can't score for fun. We are very, very deep when we play away. It's very Rafa. I wouldn't say it's 10 men behind the ball, but it's very, very... You look at the pairing of Kieran Clark and Jamal Lascelles and they've got the protection in front of them. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a one for the... It's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be a 4-3. It's not going to be for the highlights reel. It's going to be scrappy 1-0 to 1 either each way or 0-0, but it's going to be, I think, usual dominate possession. I think he's going to have a lot of the ball, and then it's going to be get the ball out wide. It'll be Shelby and Mikel Moreno's job to get the ball out wide, and Richie and Atsu, and then hope something pays off. Some kind of similar to I don't know if you've seen with our Swansea performance where we nicked it. It's going to be something along those lines. It's going to be frustrating for Newcastle fans, but if we can take a point all the way down, as you mentioned, all the way down to Southampton at the coast, take a point. I think most fans will take that.
Now, I've seen some of the headlines actually that recently. You've mentioned a couple of names there. Jamal Lascelles, brilliant player in my opinion, but he's been in and out of the headlines this week. But should we be individually worried about him, or what other players should we be looking at? Would the headlines off the pitch be affecting his game on Sunday?
Nah, not at all. How do you mark up? Do you do zonal or you do man mark?
Man marking, I believe.
Because he was saying that he loves zonal, so if you were going up against zonal, Jamal Lascelles in the air is a threat, but if he's man marking, maybe that's something different. I think off the pitch, yeah, he signed a new 6-year deal, and then we're seeing the reporting by The Sun that he had this alleged bust-up with Mo Diarmi, which I think is a good thing. If you're having a bit of fight and training, I think it shows that you care. I don't think there's anything wrong. A lot of this time you don't hear about these stories, and it happens day in, day out in training up and down the country, and obviously we knew that Shelby allegedly has a broken finger, but I think that won't affect him. I think he's got the right mentality. He's a big lad, strong, very mature for his age. England, possibly, recognition. Hopefully not too far in the future because England's side isn't great at the moment, as we've just witnessed over the international break. But I think it'll be business as usual for Jamal.
Excellent stuff. And let's try and keep this short and sweet then. You mentioned briefly just a minute ago there. Finish up with a score prediction, mate. What you're feeling?
I don't think 0-0 or 1-1 or a 1-0, but I think Newcastle can get something from this game. Looking at your form, I think he's only scored something like 2 out of the last 6 games, if I'm not mistaken, including Cup. So I'm going to go 0-0. Sorry, it's going to be boring.
I certainly hope it's not a 0-0. We're dead bored of that.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I hope it's not, but judging on each side's form, we aren't scoring many, you aren't scoring many. I think it's, like I said, dominate possession, but 0-0.
Someone has to ask the question about the TV coverage then, if it's Sunday afternoon, the headline act.
Well, Sky seem to love us. I don't know what it is. We've been on TV numerous of times, and it's one of the rumours that we're going to be put on for the Christmas Eve game, which down London we're playing West Ham. I hope that doesn't happen, but yeah, it's going to be 0-0. It's got it written all over. What do you reckon?
Well, I personally think that we've got enough to steal a win, and it's not going to be pretty, as you said. I think it's going to be scrappy. I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think we'll probably take it 1-0. We'll take that 3 points and a clean sheet moving forward. But excellent stuff from Lee. Guys, if you've enjoyed Lee over here on this opposition preview, make sure you go ahead and check out Newcastle Fans TV. All the links are over in the description. Big shout out to the cat jumping in the frame there.
Black and white as well.
Brilliant stuff. Make sure you click that over in the links in the eye in the corner. The links down in the description as well. And Lee, thanks for joining us, mate.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us.
And as always, let us know your comments in below. Leave us your likes, your thoughts, and subscribe for more.